Welcome from my tourism Pathshala. It will transform your dream into reality. Good evening, my dear student. This is our question paper analysis series. Today we are going to discuss the important question of UGC NET and JRF in 2023, February 2023 on research and statistics. Research and statistics is a very important topic of our UGC NET and JRF. So first question is type 2 error is committed in testing of hypothesis when we accept A0 when it is false. This question number 32, question paper February 2023. This question is based on hypothesis. So hypothesis and hypothesis testing. First of all, you have to understand what is hypothesis. It is a proposed explanation for any observable phenomenon. Number one. Number two, hypothesis testing is based on null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Null hypothesis, what is null hypothesis? Null hypothesis, the hypothesis which is actually to be tested. Null hypothesis, the main point, the hypothesis which is actually to be tested, the symbol of null hypothesis H. Then alternative hypothesis, the hypothesis which is assumed to be true when the null hypothesis is false. It is symbolized as H1 or H. So what is our question? Type 2 error is committed in testing of hypothesis when we accepting H0. H0 means null hypothesis. When we accepting null hypothesis, accept null hypothesis when it is false. So type 1, type 2 error has been occurred. So what is type 2 error? It is committed when we accept null hypothesis when it is false. And simultaneously we have to know what is type 1 error. Type 1 error, it is committed when we reject H0 when H0 is true. So these are the chart. It is very easy to understand. True state H0 null hypothesis is true. So when null hypothesis is true, we reject null hypothesis, that is type 1 error. I repeat again, when null hypothesis H0 null hypothesis is true, we reject null hypothesis, this is called type 1 error. When null hypothesis is false, we accept null hypothesis, that is true, type 2 error. So this question is based on type 2 error, accept null hypothesis when it is false. So my dear student, through this chart you can easily remember this topic. This is very important question of hypothesis. Our next question number 33. This question is based on which amongst the following property of correlation coefficient is not correct. This question is come from properties of correlation of coefficient. At first you have to understand what are the correct. The correlation measure. At first you have to understand what is correlation, but what is the measures of correlation. Correlation measures the linear relationship between two variables, not their dependence on each other. Number one. Number two, independent variable can be uncorrelated if there is no linear relationship between them. So option number 4 is not correct. Two independent variables are correlated and converse is not true. Two independent variables not correlated. Apart from option number 1, 2, 3 are correct. First option, the Pearsonian correlation coefficient cannot exist. One numerical is true. Correlation coefficient is independent of the change of the origin and scale. These are important properties. Number 3, two independent variables are uncorrelated, but converse is not true. Two independent variables Uncorrelated means not correlated. It is also true. So option number 4 is the correct. If option number 4 will be the answer, this is the wrong statement. Our next question, type of research. Question number 35, survey research on a sample on more than one occasion is form of. The correct option, longitudinal research design. What is longitudinal research design? It involves repeated observation of the sample variables over a prolonged period. Repeated observation. Have to remember this point. Number 1. Number 2. This type of research allow for the tracking of changes over time. Understanding the pattern and observing effect or impact that result from certain factor of intervention. It can be provide valuable insight in various fields such as psychology, medicine and social science. The repeated observation of the same variable over prolonged period. Understand the pattern, observing effect and impact of the result on certain factors or intervention. So this is the longitudinal research design. Our question is based on more than one occasion is form of. So option number 3 is the correct. Our next question number 60. Which of the following are not the assumption of parametric test? This question is based on parametric test. According to distribution of data, statistics can be divided into two parts, parametric statistics and non-parametric statistics. Each and every question has one background. We have to understand the background of the question. That would be very effective. For our preparation and analysis of our topic. So what is our problem? Which of the following are not the assumption of parametric test? Variable describes are expressed in nominal or ordinal scale of the measurement. This is wrong. Parametric tests are expressed in the interval and ratio level data. And number 2, the variables are represented by frequency count. Variables are not represented by frequency of count. So in the case of assumption of parametric statistics, A and E both statements are wrong. So option number 4 is the correct. Our next question, following are univariate statistical technique. So question number 61, univariate statistical technique, following are. So Mann-Whitney test, KW, Puskol-Wallis, ANOVA and PRT test is a univariate statistical analysis. Which are univariate statistical technique? Expect. So logit analysis and conjoint analysis is a multivariate technique. So A and B is the correct option. So first of all, you have to understand what is logit analysis. The logit analysis is a multivariate technique used in statistics model a binary outcome variable. Binary means 2. And conjoint analysis, it is multivariate technique used in market research. Conjoint analysis is market research to understand how people make complex choices. So option number 1 is the correct. Our next question, question number 62. This question is based on qualitative research. Qualitative research emphasizes the following except. So qualitative research emphasizes an inductive approach to the relationship between theory and research is the correct option. C is the correct. D, reject the practice and norms of the natural scientific models is true. Embodies the social reality as a constantly shifting emerging property of individual creation is true. So A, statement A, entail a deductive approach to the relationship between theory and research. This is wrong. The qualitative research is the inductive relation between theory and research. And embodies a view of social reality as an external objective reality. No, the qualitative research is a perspective that the view of social reality as a subjective experience, not objective, rather than external objective reality. So option number 3, A and B only is the correct. Next, our topic question number 74. This question is based on types of variables. I mention here what is the types of variables and description. According to color, it is very easy to understand. Interval variables. Interval variables are correct option. 4. Variables where the distance between the categories are identical across the range. Identity means affinity. Ordinal variables. Is ordinal means a rank order. So 2 variables, those category can be rank ordered, but the distance between the categories are not equal across the range. C, nominal variable. Nominal is the classification. Option C, variable whose category cannot be rank ordered. Correct. And dichotomous. Dichotomous means only 2 categories. The variables containing data that have only 2 categories. So my dear student, the option number 1 is the correct. A4, B2, C3 and D1. And simultaneously, how can we remember this topic? That's why I make a chart. Just in the case of scale, nominal. Nominal measure property, classification and membership. Mathematical expression equal or not equal. Center tendency used in mode. In the case of ordinal, it is a comparison level, greater than, mathematical expression greater than and less than. Central tendency is the median of the positional average. Third, interval. Interval measure property, differences and affinity. Plus or minus, mathematical expression, central tendency, mean deviation. In case of ratio, measures property, ratio scale, measures property, magnitude or amount. Central tendency, geometric mean, coefficient of variation. So it is very effective for our long term remember, and this is the best process. I believe that this is one of the best process to remember our topic long term basis, and it is very effective for our exam preparation and analysis. That's why I repeatedly each and every question I analyze the background of the topic. Our next question, question number 84. This question based on systematic literature review process comprises the following broad step. Arrange a step in the logical sequences in which these are taken. According to logical sequences, the option number 4, EDCBA is the correct. Consisting of EDBCA is the correct option. Number 1 step, define the purpose and scope of review, step 1. Number 2, seek out the study relevant to the scope and purpose of the review. First, define the purpose. Second, relevant to the scope and purpose. Third, assess the relevance of each study for research question. 4, appraises the quality of studies. 5, extract the result of the each studies and synthesize result. So option number 4, EDCBA is the correct. And question number 34. In this question paper, they have given the question considering the following style of referencing. Style of referencing: name, then author's author, year 2022, title of the journal article, and then colon and page number. So this style of referencing is known as Harvard style of references. In the next class and next time, I will discuss different types of referencing. So these are our important question based on research and statistics, February 2023 question paper. Now this is another interesting part. Enter syllabus. Syllabus of research and statistics I have divided into few parts. Number 1, statistics, measures of central tendency is based on mean, median, mode. Next, our topic, measures of dispersion. Under this section you will get the range, standard deviation, variance, skewness and kurtosis, correlation, regression, and another important topic. Next topic, our distribution, discrete continuous, normal distribution, sampling distribution, probability sampling, non-probability sampling are our important topic. Next, hypothesis testing, parametric versus non-parametric statistics test and comparative study. Next, you will get the question from research, review of literature, type of research, theory, variable, measurement, scale of measurement, formulation of hypothesis, hypothesis testing, hypothesis error, sampling, type of sampling, sampling testing, qualitative research, next quantitative research, another important under this qualitative research, different theory, grounded theory, ethnographical theory. You definitely get a question from this section. Different analysis tool, factor analysis, discriminant analysis, report writing, and type of report. Syllabus analysis are important, very important consideration. Each and every video I have mentioned the syllabus analysis, and according to syllabus the question paper analysis. We have to do the both parallelly. So in this way, if you do this, if you take this preparation in this way, you definitely get the benefit and achieve your goal. Thank you.